In today's video, I'll be interviewing one of my friend's husband who left the banking industry 10 years after working in the bank. Now, I'm not just talking about any bank, I'm talking about one of the top Nigerian banks. He resigned from his banking job after 10 years to pursue his dream of becoming a medical doctor. I really want him to share why he decided to leave his banking job to pursue his dreams of becoming a medical doctor. And just in case you don't know, I also started medical school when I turned 30, and this is actually one of the reasons why I decided to set up my channel, to inspire a lot of people that irrespective of your age, you can always achieve your dreams. So I really do hope that his story will be able to inspire you to pursue your dreams. Hello lovelies, welcome back again to my YouTube channel. My name is Adi and I am a third-year medical student currently living and studying in the Philippines. So on my channel, I basically share about medicine, and also I talk about my experiences as a foreign student living and studying in the Philippines. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you guys so much. I am very grateful. And if you've not subscribed to my channel, I don't know what you're waiting for, but hopefully I hope you find a reason to subscribe to my channel. And if this is the kind of content you would like to watch, which I obviously believe you would love to watch, let's head right into the interview. Our guest today is my friend's husband, like I mentioned to you guys earlier. And I'm actually very interested in your story. You know, Agos, by the way, my friend's name is Agos. Then this is her husband. But first of all, can you introduce yourself to us, like your name, where you live, and maybe a bit of your academic background? Yeah.
My name is Kenneth.
Okay.
I live in Oka, Anambra State, Nigeria. And my academic background, I studied microbiology and brewery in Nnamdi Azikiwe University, Oka.
Wow.
In 2000, yes. Then I now got a banking job after I came out. Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like before I started medical school, right? I think in 2019 or late 2018, early 2019, I was still like indecisive. I remember I was chatting with your wife, and she now mentioned to me that the husband was planning to leave banking job to start up medical school. As in, that was one of the things. Like, I'm like, wow, like seriously. So, like, how long did you work in the bank before medical school?
I worked in the bank for 10 years. 10 years before I now decided to study medicine. Okay, just for people that don't know, in case you don't know, I started medical school when I turned 30. Right now I'm 32. Is it okay? Do you mind like telling us like what age you went back to medical school? Or if it's not okay, I'm going to skip this part. It's okay. It's okay. I started medicine at 35.
35. Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So you worked in the banking sector for 10 years and then you resigned from the bank. By the way, which of the banks exactly?
Guarantee Trust Bank.
Hey, you guys, in case you don't know, Guarantee Trust Bank is one of Nigeria's, like, honestly, it's one of Nigeria's biggest banks. And I believe like this switch to medicine, it's not like something you just woke up and decided to do, right?
No,
It obviously took you some time.
Yes, it took me some time to decide.
Yeah. So at what point did you start thinking about, going back to study medicine? Like at what point?
I've always wanted to study medicine, but I found myself in the banks. Even the first JAMB I wrote for university admission, I applied for medicine. I didn't get medicine because I didn't reach the cutoff mark. First year again, I wrote JAMB again, but still I didn't get the admission. So when I now got out, I went for the bank test, passed. So I just started working. But it has always been on my mind to study medicine. But at that particular point, I now decided, let me go back to what I've always wanted.
Wow. Yes. Wow. Like it takes like a lot of determination, and because it's not really easy, because Working for 10 years in the bank, that means at least you must have gotten to some certain level, to a certain level, like in terms of
Yes.
career growth, right?
Yes.
Wow.
At the time I left, I was the operations head
Wow.
in the branch. So I
Wow.
was making progress in the bank, but I decided to just do what I've always wanted to do, what I would love to do. Yes.
Yeah. I can
Yeah.
relate with this in a certain level. At least your own case, you had a very good job. Mine
Yes.
was
Yes.
like after I studied biochemistry, by the way. So from
Yeah.
biochemistry, I finished NYSC 2013. Yeah, I got my first job in Lagos 2014. And you know how Lagos
Yes.
was. I was living in one area. If you know
Stress would have been
Lagos
too
well,
much.
yeah, I
I
was living in satellite town, like on the
I
mainland, and my office was on like the island.
I
So then,
Island.
yeah,
You
then
wake
I'll wake
you
up
wake up by
like
4 now.
4 a.m.
4 a.m.
I'll wake up by 4 a.m. By the time I'm getting
Yes.
to work, it's 8 a.m. Then
Um,
I try to leave work at least 5 or 6. Immediately we close, I leave the work. And by the time I'm getting home, it's like
9.
9, 10. Again, tomorrow morning, like that. Like I
Repeat the
got to,
whole process again.
I just did it for 3 months. Guess what I did? I left the job. But then
It's
if
too
I look,
stressful now.
yeah, if I, to be honest with you, if I look back, like if I was to make a better decision now, I shouldn't have left that job, because I think when I left the job, like from there, I will get a job. I did customer service. Jesus, there's no job I did not do, but I just felt like I was to be honest with you, I was not happy. I was not happy. And you know how
Okay.
working in private sector can be. Sometimes your
Yes.
salary is not even good. You are doing, like, they will employ you for one role. You're doing technically about 3 or 4 roles in one. And you know how the
And they'll
salary
pay you
is.
and they'll pay you one person's salary when
I'm
you're working
telling you,
for.
yeah, to be honest, I was just not happy with life. I won't lie. I was just, if you knew me then, like, for people that were close to me, like, you really know that I was not really satisfied. So I something I can relate with, especially. And it's a very good thing actually that you made that decision actually. And this brings me to my next question. You're
Yeah.
married to a lovely
Yes.
Agos. You're married and you have like 2 children, right? I usually see you guys on YouTube. You're married with 2 children. Like, how are you able to create the balance? Because I know medical school is not easy at all. Like, how are you able to manage life as a family man, as a husband, as a father, and how are you also able to cope with medical school?
It's not, medical school is not easy,
Yeah.
but when you have people that support you, that understand what you're going through. Even
Yeah.
my kids know I'm in school.
Oh.
They already know I'm in school. They will say
Oh.
that he's going to school and all those things. Yeah, they already know I'm in
Wow.
school. And when I want to read and I'm using my phone, I can even tell them that I'm reading. They'll say, "Okay, that is
Wow.
reading. I can't use
Yeah.
his phone now."
Uh,
And Agos also has been
very
very supportive.
supportive.
Yeah, very,
Yeah.
very supportive. So it just comes down to understanding people around you, being able to support what you're doing. That's the
Yeah.
only way to make it
Yeah.
easier.
Yeah.
It's not easy, you know.
Exactly. At all. Because me as a single person, like, sometimes I get so stressed, like I don't even know how to like manage my time. So like I'm trying to like put yourself in my own shoes. Like it's really
Yes.
takes like a very supportive wife and family to be able to do what you're doing right now, honestly. And
And
kudos,
and
kudos to your wife.
kudos. And also the extended family as well. They're also around us, so
Wow.
they also help. Maybe when it's difficult for us to make out time for the school run, they can also assist and all
So,
those things. It
yeah.
makes life easier for everybody.
Wow.
Yes,
Wow.
yes,
Okay.
yes.
And your medical school so far, do you have any regrets about your decision, or do you think, oh, you should have done this early enough, like earlier before now? Like, do you
Mm,
have any regrets at all going into
no,
medicine?
no. I don't have any regrets because I left the bank, but I didn't leave empty-handed. I learned a
Yeah.
lot from the bank. The bank will prepare you for anything that you're going to face in the future. Yes. So there's no regret. The 10 years the 10 years I put in there is more like a training to
Yeah.
prepare you for whatever you're going to face in the future. It's stressful. Banking is very stressful.
I can
Don't get it.
imagine. I can
Very, very
imagine.
stressful. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that discipline and training that you receive when you're in the system is indispensable.
Exactly.
And yes, so I don't have any regret whatsoever.
Okay. And actually, I actually wanted to ask also because there was a time I have a classmate. He started medical school when he was 34.
Yes.
He's a graphics designer. So I asked him like, because I was very curious, graphics designing is like way off. But then he said that, yeah, graphics designing, that was his pre-med, and that's like literally what he has been doing. He's actually an American Filipino, and that's the job he has been doing like technically for about, I think he said 5 years or 5 to 10 years too. And then I asked, and then he mentioned that actually graphics designing has been very helpful for him in medical school, especially when it comes to like anatomy, like he's able to visualize body parts. Yeah. So for you, with the banking experience, like, are there ways, the things you have learned in banking? I know you mentioned a couple, but are there other ways that like banking has also helped you in your journey in medical school?
When I was in the bank, the discipline I'm talking about has to do with how to manage your time.
Yeah.
Because time management, if you're working in a bank, there's time for everything. And if you waste that time, you pay for it later.
Exactly.
And also, yes, there's this discipline that comes with being at the right place and at the place where you're supposed to be at the right time. Some people don't have that training of knowing that there's time for everything. So it has really helped me, at least when it's time to be in the lecture place, I'll be there. When it's time to read, you know when to read. And all those, there are so many things. And also how to manage people and all those things.
As in, because in bank,
as well.
I believe that in
banking, you can't.
Yeah, in banking, you meet all sorts. You meet all sorts, right?
Yes, now. Yes, you meet all sorts of people. Yes. Yes.
All
Customers working, you don't decide your customer. Your customer can just walk in and start. It's not easy. Not easy.
Exactly. So how is medical school basically in Nigeria? Because here in the Philippines, the medical system we follow is we use the American standard in the sense that you would have a first degree before you can go into the 4-year medical school.
Medical school is 6 years.
Yeah.
So first, when you enter, you just do the GS, all the first 2 years. You do it with the normal students. Then you now go to the school of, now enter the school of health sciences.
Health
sciences, where you now do the anatomy, physiology, and biochemistry in your 3rd year.
Okay.
Then you now write your second MB exam, and you move on to your 4th year. In your 4th year, you do pathology and pharmacology.
Okay.
But also in that 4th year, you now do your M1, that's medicine, first medicine posting, and your first surgery posting.
Okay.
So then after that, you write your M1 quiz and S1 quiz.
Okay.
Then you also write your 3rd MBBS. Then you now move to 5th year, where you now do obstetrics and gynecology and community medicine. You also write the exam for those ones. And the final year, you now do the remaining part of medicine and surgery. And then you now graduate.
Okay. I think I get now. So basically, I think like comparing it to our own, someone in 4th year is equivalent to, I think, a 2nd year medical student here, based on the courses.
Wow.
Yeah, and someone because I'm
when do you do?
Like I'm in my 3rd year now. The courses we are doing for 3rd year include surgery 2. We actually did surgery also in 1st year, in 2nd year, sorry. So we are doing surgery 2, internal medicine, obstetrics and gynecology. Which other course, like the major courses. But yeah, so I think that it's kind of like the same, just that the levels. The levels are different.
I'll look at it this way, that the first 2 years in
Mm.
medical school in Nigeria is just like doing your BSc, those BSc
Yes.
courses. And
Yes.
well, for someone that has done BSc before, like me, I
Yes.
won't enter into the first year.
Yeah.
And when
You
I
start
when you apply for direct entry, you start.
from second
You
year.
enter second year. Second year, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. All right. So, I can relate with what you're saying, right? So, as an adult medical student, what are your challenges so far, basically, as an adult medical student?
Uh, challenges.
Yeah,
Uh,
no challenge at all.
I'm thinking of the challenge I'm facing. It's the whole process of studying medicine is difficult, but
Yeah. Okay. Let me just give you an example, right? For me right now, even though in
yes,
my batch, like in my batch, we actually have other like other advanced or matured students. But then we
yes,
also have very young ones, like people that are in their 20s, 19s.
okay,
To be honest, like I have classmates that are 20, 21. And
okay,
sometimes I just feel like because of your age, the level of exposure you have or your reasoning sometimes, especially when it comes to group work, like
yes.
it's way different. So sometimes they misunderstand me. Like there are some things I'm like, why are you behaving like that? But then I also
Yeah.
like I'm also open to them
You have
because
to
I know that
understand.
yeah, like I have to understand that
No.
maybe when I was their age, I would do same. Do you get? So
Yes, yes,
for me, it's
yes,
actually
yes.
a challenge. To be honest, it's actually a
No, my
challenge for
own.
me.
When I check their date of birth, people I'm in class with, they
Like how old?
their date of birth is 2000, 2001, and that's when I was entering university.
Oh my
So,
god!
so it's,
Oh my
it's it's
god!
difficult. It's difficult to connect with them because it's like two different generations. You
Yeah,
understand?
yeah.
But you just have to find a way to a middle ground so
Yes,
that you can
yes,
communicate with them.
yes.
It's not easy. It's not easy, but
Do you know I
that's
have
it.
I have a classmate that he started at 64 or so. He's currently 67 right now. I have a classmate, 67 years old. Yes, he's from
Wow.
Hong. I'm telling you, like, I don't even know how he's coping. I've been wanting to like
Ha.
bring him on my channel, honestly, but like, whenever he agrees, though, I think he is a bit reserved coming online to share his experience. But like, it's for me, that's my own challenge as an adult student. Like sometimes
Yes,
I'm like,
yes.
oh my god, what
Oh
are
my
you doing?
God.
Like for example, now I'm someone like personally like me now. I don't like to procrastinate. If I have something to do, I'd rather do it now than
Now,
keep. But sometimes, like let's say we have a group discussion to do, and here we do like SGDs, we do clinical cases, then like we present it
yes.
in a group to a doctor and they get to grade us. So sometimes they'll be like, oh, let's do it next week. Like let's assume the doctor gives us a chance to like procrastinate it or to set another date. I would rather I do it today, but this like some of my
No,
group will
you're
be
done
like,
with it.
yeah, like it's a challenge for me, but I've been finding a way like to balance it out. But to me, that's my
Yes.
own that's my own challenge. Oh, like with
Yes.
this whole medical
My own
school.
child, it's because the thing is that their own reason is totally different from your own. I think that, and they're
Yeah,
laid back. Not all of them. There are some of them
not
that are very
all.
serious. Yes. If you want
Yeah.
to do something now, they'll you fix a time, they will not be there. And when you ask them why are you not here, they give you one reason. Now maybe my taxi is not here, or some basically all any kind of reason
Yeah, I
that
think
you not yes.
I think it comes with maturity and age. Anyways, I also wanted
Yes.
to ask, like, what's the situation in Nigeria regarding pandemic and the whole, there's a new COVID variant right now. Like, what's the situation of medical school, of your own medical school in Nigeria? Do you
Yeah.
guys, are you guys doing physical classes?
Yes, we're doing physical classes. We're in session. And the good thing about the variant of I don't know if it's the variant of COVID in Nigeria or
Hmm.
I don't know. But basically COVID in Nigeria didn't it's not the it's not as deadly as one outside the country.
Hmm.
The mortality or the number, the count we are having here is lower than other parts of the world for one reason or the other. Maybe it's our immunity or the strain that we have around here, or the
Yeah.
temperature, or I don't know. We don't know. But basically, we have a lighter ride with the COVID
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah.
So the school is in session, and sometimes if you go to the accident and emergency, you see people that actually have the COVID. You test them, they're positive. They
Hmm.
take the treatment and some recover. But we're in session. That's the main thing.
And you
We're in
guys go
session and we're good.
to
Physical classes. Yes.
wow,
Yes.
wow. Because
Yes.
right now here, with the whole new COVID variant, like I'm not even sure foreign students can, because a lot of foreign students traveled when this whole pandemic started in 2020. Do you know since
Yes.
March of 2020 up till now, we've been having online classes, and we're
That's
supposed to start on Monday, which they actually approved of for limited face to face. But then there's a new rule, like a new um, quarantine or pandemic going on right now because of the whole COVID. So I'm not even sure.
COVID
Yeah,
Delta.
yeah, I'm not even sure about like if we are going to have like the physical classes
That's a year and 4 months now.
as in because so
Have you guys
what
written any exam within that period?
yeah, everything has been online, but how we do our online exams here is that like
Online.
yeah, online. We use two devices. One device will be for your that's the exam will be online on our online system, then the other device will be to monitor you. So they give us Zoom meetings, like Zoom breakout meetings, and we have a doctor that will like monitor you to make sure that you're not cheating. But I just, to be honest with you, I'm tired, and I'm really tired of the whole online thing. It's not really making sense to me anymore, to be honest. I'm just tired. I'm really happy you guys are doing physical classes because there are things you cannot learn
Yes.
online, to be honest.
Of course,
How
you have
yeah,
to physical
yeah,
examination, all those things, meeting the
yeah,
patient, interacting with the patients. You can't do that online.
yeah.
Or can
Actually,
you?
we use like in second year when we did physical examination and all that, how we did is
Yes.
just maybe ask your friend or your neighbor. But for me, like I have a Nigerian housemate and she's also in medicine.
Yes.
So she was my patient and I was her patient. So we just did the simulations with ourselves.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, but
Okay.
then to be honest, I'm just tired of the whole online, the way it's
Yes.
going here in these Philippines. Like I'm really, really tired. I'm not sure we are really going to resume physical classes here anytime soon, but like the way things are going. But anyways, how about vaccination? Have you been vaccinated? Like how is
Yes, I
vaccination?
have.
Are people open to vaccination in Nigeria?
Mm, initially,
Yeah.
initially there was this fear of vaccination. Actually,
Yeah.
most of the people they're afraid of it. They don't trust the vaccine. I don't know for one reason or the other. They think it's something that will kill them later on, or but I've taken the vaccine and
Yeah.
it's
I'm going to take
it's just that
this week.
it's just that mild side effect that you have then that mild, maybe you feel weak after taking it, just mild side effects, and that's it.
Yeah.
And it won't even last up to 2 days, just a day, and you're okay. Yeah.
I really want to
It's
take
there's
it,
not
but then the fear people are having is because you know how they do in pharmacology, like in when you come to releasing new drugs, you have to do trials and stages and stuff like that. So people are scared that okay, do
they
you know
didn't
the
go through
slide?
the
Yeah, I think that but I mean this pandemic is something we can't really contain. So I think vaccination is the way forward for
way
our
forward.
lives, honestly. At least you guys are having physical classes. Like if you're in my shoes, you'll be so like you go choke, like you'll be tired. Like I'm I'm
uh,
tired, honestly. My plan is actually if this thing goes on like this after my third year, I'll just come back to Nigeria for my final year internship. That's the clerkship in fourth year in
okay,
the hospital.
okay,
That's my plan.
yes.
Yeah. Anyways, what
And
okay, go ahead. And
the thing is that, like football now, they start filling the stadiums, the stadia rather, the stadia. You can now watch matches once you are vaccinated. So I believe that
yeah,
with
with
The
time, right?
vaccination, they should open up to the physical classes and all those things. They
But
should start up
I
with it.
think here they don't have enough vaccination. I think that's the problem why a lot of people are not vaccinated. I'm not so sure, but I think, I think that. But I mean, they should, if they provide the vaccines, people will be willing to get vaccinated and go back to classes, because you can't keep the whole country on a lockdown. This is like the second year. I
Well,
mean,
how's the death toll there in Philippines?
I think it's going up right now. Like, I don't know about the death, but like in hospitals, I heard that they are now having like lots of patients in hospitals
Okay.
because of the new variants. Yeah.
Okay.
But I mean, I just feel like there should be a way of getting more people vaccinated, and then
Yes.
maybe provide your vaccination card wherever you're going, maybe to make more people to get vaccinated, I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anyways, what's your future career plan? Do you have any plans yet? Do you have any specialty training, or like what's your career
No,
plan?
I'll specialize, but I don't know the area yet. I'm still looking
Yeah.
at all the areas to know the one I'll have a flair for, or the one I'll prefer, the one that'll be easier for me to manage, because
Even me,
but for now,
I don't have any yet.
yes.
But I
I
heard
asked my sister.
maybe in your
I asked
final
my
year.
sis. I asked my sister. She said it's normal. That it's normal for you not to know now.
Yeah.
Now she's a consultant in hematology. I asked
Wow.
her. She said it's normal that even her at the point she was even graduating, that she didn't know exactly where she wanted to specialize in. In time,
Yeah.
you get to know. Yeah.
So with the whole relocation going on with Nigerian medical doctors, do you have any plans in the future to relocate? Or do you intend to
No.
practice in Nigeria?
Practice in Nigeria. I'm not relocating.
Wow.
Not relocating.
Really? Wow.
Yes. I'm not relocating. I'm here.
Wow. Because to be honest with you, at least every 1 in 5 Nigerian medical doctor that you ask,
Into
there will be a plan. Either it's USMLE or plan, like there's always a plan.
1 in 2, you even say 1 in 5. 1 in 2.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to leave this country.
So you really want to stay back in Nigeria to practice?
Yes, I'll stay back and practice.
Okay, so like, what's your advice to someone like us, like people who started med school in their 30s, or what's your advice to someone who is still finding it hard to make up their mind to leave a job they're not satisfied with to pursue their dreams? What's your advice to such people?
When you take the decision, don't think about the time. You'll be thinking about 5 years, but before you know it, the 5 years will pass. So once you make up your mind that this is what you want to do, just pursue your dreams.
Yes.
Don't start thinking about it will take so and so time, this one, but just do it at that moment, because before you know it, that time will pass. And if you're not happy where you are, you'll still not be happy where you are. Yeah. So just do the thing that will make you happy, and once you find out that you're not in the right place, just move. Just move. Once the opportunity is there, move. Yes.
Yeah. You know, your own story was it's also inspired me, because then I was thinking about my age. I was like 29 then. I'm like, hey God, how will I go back to school for 4 years? Then your wife now told me, I'm like, are you serious? Like, it's one of the things that honestly I normally tell her, I don't know if she always extends my greeting, that she'll greet you for me, like
I was there that day you guys were having a conversation. I was there.
Really?
I was, yes.
Wow.
Like, honestly. She also told me the day you left. The day you left the country. I think you guys did a video call.
Yes. Because I was always like updating her, because like your story honestly is one of the things that really motivated me. Like, it was so hard. Like, then my brother also advised me, this thing you just said is just for you to start. Like, look at us now. You're like, what level are you in? What level are you in now?
Fourth year. But in October we'll write our exam, and then I'll enter 5th year.
Imagine.
Before you know it, that's it now. Before you know it.
Yeah, that's what my brother was telling me too, that
Adi, if you don't do this thing now, in the next 4 years, you will still regret it. So
Yes.
yeah, I really believe so. If you really want to do it, just make up your mind and just start.
Yes.
Thank you so much for inspiring me, and I hope that my viewers have been inspired by this story. And then
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thank you so much. And to wrap up this interview, how do you say? Actually, he's from my state. Like, we are from the same town in Nigeria. We are from Nnewi, right? Nnewi in
Nnewi,
Anambra
yes.
State.
In Nnewi in Anambra State. Yes.
So tell us how to say, like, how do you say, thank you for watching this interview. Please subscribe to Adi's YouTube channel in Nnewi dialect.
Nnewi dialect.
Like, I love it.
Donu. Unawa.
Yeah.
Yale Eduaka. Na subscribe button.
Yeah.
Dalono. Maka inene. Maka inene. Maritoka. I nwere ebe ata.
Yeah.
Donu. Na chetakwa n'ọzọ na channel.
Yeah.
Unawa. Dalono.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your time. You guys, this is my language. Much. Like, this is the language I'm from. So he said technically, thank you for watching, and please subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Let me stop.
Thank you for having me.
So if you watched to this point, thank you so much for watching, and I'll also love to know your thoughts about today's video in the comment section. Please leave a comment in the comment section and I'll definitely respond to you. And just in case you've not subscribed yet, why haven't you subscribed? Please click the subscribe button to get subscribed to my channel, and don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and also share it to your family and your friends. Okay, this brings me to the end of today's video, and I'll see you in my next video. Take care. Bye.
Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for watching this interview. Please subscribe to Adi's YouTube channel.
Yes, and Nnewi. He doesn't know how to speak in Nnewi. I know
you can't speak in Nnewi.
How do you say?
I don't know. Even myself, I don't even know what to say.
You have to add that don't. So I just kind of
Agos, you can speak.